Hello dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today our question is 2.8, page number 33. So let's start our question. The record of the Renick Incorporation shows the following informations is on March 31st, 19A. Material consumed 4,40,000, direct labor 2,90,000, indirect labor that is 46,000, light and power 4,260, depreciation charges 4,700, repairing to machinery 5,800, and miscellaneous factory overhead that is $29,000. The remaining work in process inventories on April 1st, 19A, that is 41,200. Finished goods inventory on April 1st, 19A, 34,300. Work in process inventory March 31st, 19B, 42,500, and finished goods inventory on March 31st, 19B, 31,500. During the year, 18,000 units were completed. So this is the total year data. 1 year is 19A and current year is 19B. Why? After AB comes. So we will use our own common sense. So current year is 19B, for which we are going to prepare the the cost of goods sold statement. What are the requirements? So look at a cost of goods sold statement for the year ended March 31st, 19B. Okay. Number 2 requirements, unit cost of the goods manufactured. During the year 19B, how much units we produced? So per unit cost, this is the requirement. Third one requirement is the amount of over or under applied factory overhead. If the company applies factory overhead on the basis of 30% of direct labor cost. Okay, so simple. We will start. So now this is March 31st, 19A, means that is the beginning inventory, and the 19B is our current year. So remaining from the 19B will be our closing inventories. So first we will write now the name of the company, then statement name, and after that we will write the duration or time duration. So name of the company is Renick Incorporation. Renick Incorporation, INC. Okay. CGS statement. Then for the year ended March 31st 19B. Look at now, dear students, as we already know that we will start from the direct material portion. So direct material. Okay, direct material. So first we will check that either we have the direct material on from the previous year or not. So if we looked out in the question, so no beginning and no ending material are given. Neither beginning material are given, neither ending material are given. But here in the question, direct material used, that is given. So look at, neither beginning direct material are known, neither ending material are known, neither purchases are known. So three things are here miss. So we can't use the reverse method in this case. Why? We can use the reverse method when one item is missed. In a beginning is given, ending is not given, or ending is given, beginning is not given. But here three amount are missed. So we will start here from where the direct material used. Direct material used is given directly. So we will start from here. Direct material used. How much direct material is used? That is of $4,40,000. Okay, $4,40,000. This is material cost. With material cost, we will add direct labor cost. So add direct labor cost. Locate in why I not start from the beginning direct material. So if you studied the question, if you read the question carefully, so no beginning material are given. Similarly, no ending material are also given, and purchases are also not given. So now here three amount are missed. So we can't use the reverse method here. Why? Reverse methods, in reverse method we can use like if material consumed are given, beginning material are given, and ending material are given. So we can find out the purchases. And only if one item is missed, so we can finding out. But here in this case, neither beginning material are given, neither ending material are given. So both are missed, and similarly purchases is also missed. So three items are missed. Before the material consumed, no direct material beginning, no direct material ending that are given. And similarly purchases is also not given. So in this way we are unable to find out the beginning direct material, ending direct material, or purchases as well as. Why? Three amounts are missed. So that's why what we will do, we will directly start from the direct material used or direct material cost. Clear now? Okay. Direct material cost, that is $4,40,000. With direct material, we already know that these material will be transferred to where? That will be transferred to plant, machinery. So automatically direct labor cost will also taken place, which is sometimes also called direct wages cost. How much direct labor cost is, that is given in the question. If you read the question carefully, so the $2,90,000, this is our direct labor cost. So this direct labor cost we will add with the direct material cost. How much? $2,90,000. Okay. Look at, there are some new terminologies that are given, new things that are given in the question, like indirect labor, light and power, depreciation, repair and maintenance to machinery, and miscellaneous factory overhead. And we will also check out that either we have something more or not. Okay, no. So look at these indirect labor, light and power, depreciation, repair to machinery, and miscellaneous factory overhead. All these are factory overhead. All these are factory overhead. But in the previous questions, factory overheads, all these costs will be given in a single account by the name of the factory overhead. But in this question, they give you separately. So what we will do? We will add all these. But first, you must know about indirect labor. Indirect labor means those labor which taken place indirectly in the manufacturing of the finished goods. For example, who will be indirect labor? Supervisor. That is indirect labor. Light and power. Light is that electricity which we used in the office, and power is that electricity which we used in machinery. Clear? So automatically we pay the bill. So light and power is indirect cost. Similarly, depreciation. Depreciation is also indirect cost. Repair to machinery, sometimes machinery, we repair the machinery, so we pay some cost of them. And miscellaneous factory overhead means other small factory overhead costs, so we put into one account, miscellaneous account. Now we will add here, add factory overhead, FOH. And this FOH is what? I will change the color of this, that you should know. That is, let's suppose FOH. Okay. What are those FOH? Number one, indirect labor. Okay. Second one, light and power. Number 3, depreciation. Next one is repair to machinery and miscellaneous factory overhead. Okay, how much is indirect labor cost? So indirect labor cost is $46,000. Light and power 4,260. Depreciation 4,700. Okay. Repair to machinery, it means that in this total year we consumed 5,800 repair to the machinery. यानी the $5,800 मा मशीनरी मसरफ कर दें पूरा जोर कर दें खराब शुदा बुद दत्तूली कुल्ली सार हाँ miscellaneous factory overhead the 29,000. Okay, so look at all these are combinedly called factory overhead cost. What? Factory overhead cost. Okay, now we will add all these indirect cost. So sum enter. So factory overhead cost is how much? That is 89,760. What I do? Look at these are the factory overhead all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indirect costs which taken place in the factory. This is called factory overhead. So I add all these indirect costs which is equals to 89,760. So look at this is my material cost, direct material used or direct material consumed or direct material cost. This is labor cost and 89,760 is what? That is factory overhead cost. So total manufacturing cost that is equals to how much? So add all these three costs: direct material cost, direct labor cost and factory overhead cost. This direct material plus direct material and plus factory overhead. So 8,19,760 is my total manufacturing cost. Just a minute. Locate this and this. This is the total manufacturing cost. Indicate that the $8,19,760 material we put into the process. Total manufacturing cost means that These are the work in process, that on those materials direct labor and factory overhead is also applied. So that are now in the process. Our current year is 19B. So it means that during the year 19B, the 8,19,760 work in process we put into process. But we also have some work in process from the previous year remaining. From 19A we have remaining some work in process, which is, if we looked out, so the 19A work in process is, look at here, is work in process inventory on the 1st April 19A. Clear? So the 41,200 work in process remain from the previous year, and the 8 lakh, this one, the 8 lakh 19,760 work in process, this is of the current year 19B. So what we will do? We will add this 41,200 work in process with this. अर्दुइश जम में कनेम, यानी ये अज साल गुज़िश्ता बाकी मानदा वर्क इन प्रोसेस and ye the साल work in processes. So total work in process chanchut, we will add these two. So add now here, add opening work in process, yeah, beginning work in process, don't be confused. Opening and beginning both are same. That is the opening work in process on what? On April 1st, April 19B. Sorry, 19A. This is the 19A. Okay. How much? 41,200. Okay. Now 41,200, that is of the previous year work in process remaining, and the 8 lakh 97,000, sorry, the 8 lakh 19,760, this is of the current year work in process. So how much total work in process we have? Clear? Total work in process cost. We will simply add them. The previous year plus the current year work in process. So now our total work in process is 8,60,960. Today is March 31st, 19B. Means our 19B financial year will be finished today, and then from the 1st of April 19C will be started. So in 19B some work in process remain, which is not converted to finished goods, and that will be converted to finished goods in 19C. Clear now? So what we will do, we will subtract those work in process which is remain in the plant or machinery and was not converted to finished goods. That will be converted to finished goods in the upcoming year 19C. So work in process March 31st 19B, this one. The 42,500 material that is remain in the process, that is not converted to finished goods in 19B, that will be converted to finished goods in 19C. So that's why we will subtract from here less ending WIP, work in process. Ending work in process means 31st March 19B. Okay. How much? Minus 42,500. Now, if you looked out, total work in process was of how much? That was of 8,60,960, but in those only the 42,500 work in process remains, which is not converted to finished goods. So what we will do, we will subtract this one. So cost of goods manufactured, cost of goods manufactured, how much finished goods we produced. So simple, what we will do, we will, total work in process was this minus 42,500. So the 8 lakh 18,460 goods we produced. This is our current year production. In the year 19B, we produced the 8,18,460 finished goods. So up to now, hope you will understand. Inshallah, the remaining part of the question I will solve in my upcoming class.